Hey guys, how's it going? So, feeling a little depressed, a little sad, somewhat a bit sadical, forlorn, a bit lonely. I've been feeling like that for a couple days now. Um, but nothing too serious, and nothing has really happened. It's just, I guess, those certain chemicals aren't really firing off as much as they should. Not getting either that serotonin or the dopamine I'm getting, at least naturally. Of course, I can pull up some YouTube shorts or Instagram reels and get that instant, dopamine, but I don't think that really cures or helps with depression. It might help you forget about it for a little bit, but I don't know. There's other ways to kind of figure that out. And I got about 5 ways that helps me get out of the depressive episodes, or when I feeling like I can't really do a lot in my life, or I feeling kind of stuck, or just feeling just down, honestly. But one thing that really pops in my mind when I'm feeling a little stressed out or a little depressed and sad is exercising. Going outside for a nice walk, jog, or going to the gym. It really helps me take my mind off of things, especially if I'm like feeling down because of my thoughts. Like, exercising really just helps you zone into something else. Especially like going out for walks out in nature, like you get to hear all the birds, hear the leaves, wrestling together, and then there's like people around, so you get to kind of like, you know, forget about your own life and kind of go into somebody else's for a split second, hearing people's conversations. Or like going to the gym where you get to meet like-minded people, and just focus on trying to reach your PR. And personally for me, I go to the gym 4 times a week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday's rest day, which today's Wednesday, so it's my rest day, so I have some time to film this. And then Thursday, Friday, upper, lower body. And the gym has helped me a lot the past couple of weeks. And it's something that I can't really explain too much. I just know that I tend to feel better once I'm doing the workouts and after the gym, right? Like if I'm like sad coming off of work, or even on the weekends, I might go on the weekends sometimes, or I just wake up a bit funky, I just head off to the gym and it just helps me feel better. And there is scientific research with that, because I do know that when your heart rate's up and you're moving, it does help regulate those good chemicals that do go off in your brain. So if you haven't been exercising and you're feeling down, just go outside and just walk and jog, or maybe if it is a rainy day, maybe some calisthenics or some body workouts, just something that keeps the body moving. I would highly recommend that. But honestly, just a nice little walk outside for 10 to 15 minutes, it can help. Even if it doesn't, completely erase your sadness, that 2% that helps, it's a lot better, trust me.
And the second thing that helps with my depression or my sadness is just learning something new and learning something that I'm interested in. I think that really helps me. Like anytime I pull up a science article about space, it really helps me realize that the stuff that I'm stressed about, or the stuff that's really, you know, like nagging in my brain, are really small. And it's because it's like it really puts things into perspective. Um, or like, and I'm an artist, and I like recently I got a book about how to paint landscapes, and that's something that's been a struggle for me. And recently I've been learning how to do landscapes, and it makes me happy that I learned something new. Um, it's like that good healthy dopamine release, and I do know that dopamine does release when you learn something new. But oddly enough, you get dopamine when you like look at like a TikTok or like a YouTube reel, but it doesn't feel as good as like learning something new and knowing that that is your knowledge. And then when you learn something new, you can share it to others, or at least relate to others, and then you can make friends or meet a partner, and then it's like, oh wow, now I have a support system. But I really think learning something new is really important, or learning or getting a new hobby. Like get some gunpla. Make some Gundams, Legos, start kayaking. Learn how to do that. Learn how to box. I think that's really important because learning something new helps build community. And when you're part of the community, statistically speaking, people do have their mental issues tend to lessen. It's really interesting. And I just realized I'm about to go over 6 minutes. Well, that's fine. I'm trying to see if I can make shorter videos, but I think just letting things go on is the best bet. But I don't know. But the third thing I do know that really does help with depression, and it's science backed, is going out in nature. Like, I'm not even going to talk about this much, but just literally just go outside, and if it's some good weather, just sit down somewhere and just listen to birds. Let the sun hit your skin, feel the wind, and don't go on your phone, right? Don't, maybe bring a book or a notepad, sketchbook, whatnot, or whatever, and just experience outside. Feel the ground beneath your feet, really feel the outside, if that makes sense. Like truly be part of the nature, or go out to a park and just look at trees and breathe in the fresh air. Trust me, it really helps. I mean, like, as humans, we've like, with at least with our existence, we've mostly have been outside, and now we're cramming in these wooden boxes all day, right? And then we go into a metal box to go into another wooden box to work, and then we go back into the metal box, and you get it, right? But I really think that we're really supposed to be mostly outside, and I would really recommend you try going outside and touching grass. Oh shoot! And another thing that helps your sadness, especially when you're out in public doing your errands, is complimenting someone. Like I just thought about that. Listen, go out and just compliment people, right? I mean, don't go left to right, just telling everybody how good they look, this person to next person, but really like pay attention to who walks by you, who's sitting down, and if like they're doing something that you're interested in, or maybe they're wearing like a t-shirt of your favorite video game or band, or maybe they have some type of mantra on their shirt, or maybe it's the shoes you like, right? Bring it up, like go up to a stranger. Like, I know it's scary, but like go up to a stranger and be like, hey, I really love your shirt. It looks really awesome, right? And then they're gonna be like, thank you, I like your shirt too, or they'll say thank you and move on. And after you give off that compliment, you're gonna feel good, and then you help somebody else, which is like another thing what makes you feel good, because you made somebody feel good. And trust me, a compliments can change a person's day so much, right? Like, I remember coming home from work, going into the local QT, and someone, I think they were like getting Skittles or something, but they saw my shirt and they said, oh my God, your shirt is so cool. Because I had Hatsune Miku on it and stuff. It looked really cool. And that day, my day was so shit. Like, it was so bad. I was thinking about the darkest thoughts. But when that person gave me that compliment, I felt a little lighter, and I really forgot about my problems, and it helped. So like, I think that when going out, compliment people, and let people know how beautiful they are. I think that's a really important thing. But I think, okay, I'm gonna say one more thing, and this is gonna be really specific and really unique to me, maybe, possibly, I don't know. I know a lot of car guys do it, but if you are depressed and sad, this might help, is getting to your car and driving at night when there's no one else on the road. I don't know what it is, the cool air, or maybe just the sound of the car tires running through the road. I don't know what it is, but when I'm really sad and I go out for a night drive, and I'm just driving, not even going anywhere, it's some type of zen. It's almost like meditation. And I don't know why. But it's like I'm going somewhere, but I'm not. It kind of like temporarily kind of makes me feel like I'm escaping the world a little bit, but in a healthy way. I don't know. It's just really nice, and I put on my favorite like music. You know, usually when I do go out for my night drives, I listen to like synthwave music or maybe the Halo soundtrack. Something really pleasant, nothing too crazy, and it just helps me like I don't know. It just helped me zen out. It helps me a little bit, and then by the time I get back home, I feel a little less. I feel really light, and I just knock out and go to bed. But yeah, I guess that's like 5 things that helps me out with my sadness and depression. If there's anything else, please leave a comment. Like, what do you guys do? You know, to help yourselves out. And again, this is like my second YouTube video, so if there's anything that I need to work on, please let me know. And all right, may the flames guide your way.